One morning, second or third day, the days are a bit, confused. Second or third day, we heard a really loud bang, and we looked out the window, and there was a gun, a big gun, right by our block of flats. So we immediately went down to the basement. We're on the 10th floor, and so we ran down to the basement, and then after some time, they moved the gun to somewhere else, which was good. No, it wasn't Russian. I'm assuming it was Ukrainian army, but it could have been one of the splinter groups. I don't know. A couple of nights we spent going up to the flat, and then we'd hear, as they got closer, we would go back to. My wife's just telling me it was 3 nights. So I can't remember. As the blast got closer, we then started to be ready, sleeping in our clothes on the bed. I think one morning my wife Tanya said to me that our flat had been hit, and it was on fire. So that was it. We had what we'd carried down to the basement over several nights. The flat's completely gone, most of the blocks. On about day 4, my wife's mother lived in a different district about maybe 2 kilometres away. And obviously she was worried, and she lives in an old block, so you can imagine the basement's not great. So she wanted to go and get her mum, so we set off with the dog, and we'd gone about maybe 500-600 metres, and there were two soldiers, again Ukrainian soldiers, I don't know who they were. And my wife spoke to them and said, "Is it okay to continue?" And they said yes. And we walked about 20 metres, and a shell hit the road about 15 metres from us. They'd taken 8 buses and put them all across the roads, blocking everything, smashed them to pieces, and obviously burst the tyres, so it was more difficult to move them. But then we heard a rumour that the not Ukraine army, one of the militias, I'm not sure, were it could have been Azov, but I can't remember, were at the port, which was sort of 2 hour, looking at the block, all these coaches across the buses across the road, was directly behind us. So if they were going to try and hit the Russian tanks as they were trying to clear the road, it put us in a direct line of fire.